So, on to this week's whatever it is this is. Congrats, that's 2 weeks in a row. Yay me, right? Is it really? I'm not quite sure if I'm happy or sad that I lack a social life so much that I actually have time once a week to talk to my computer screen. But, whatever. Before I get on to this week in Who, because I have that as my I have that as my ace this week. First off, I have I'm starting to grow a mustache. That's terrible. That's terrible news. First off, I hate having facial hair. Other than the fact that I'm confirming I am a man, facial hair serves no purpose and I cannot rock it. Secondly, I have the slowest growth rate of facial hair possibly known to man, not counting people who can't grow facial hair. It still grows, but it slows down as soon as it's visible, so that you're always stuck with that icky half growth that that other people have. Not other people. You're stuck with that icky half growth that just looks gross. Because it's not a mustache, it's not being clean shaven. I like being clean shaven because it's like it says clean shaven. If anyone wants to sponsor these things, there's not much production cost. And that's another thing. It's another thing that pisses me off. Is that because I am Malay, and it's a general Malay trait. We cannot grow facial hair very well. Most of us, not in our teens. When we grow, when we're like in our 20s, 30s, maybe it grows better. I don't know. I have never seen someone grow a mustache. They always have it pre-equipped. That's the thing. But the problem is, you have these teenagers, and they're basically going, oh, I want to have a mustache. Mustaches are cool, but they can't grow them. But they're so proud of these annoying little things. It's like having strands of pubes glued to your face, which makes me want to get rid of mine all the more. And seriously, some people look good with facial hair. Robin Thicke looks good with facial hair, but I think Asians were just not meant for it. Unless you were a Chinese philosopher, then you need a long, flowy beard. Other than that, no. There's just no use for facial hair. I mean, why would you want it? It's hot. And when I say Chinese philosophers, I mean, uh, okay, to the Malay race in general, no, just no, no facial hair. I've gone 5 minutes about facial hair. And another thing that annoys me about people here, because I have to drive back through the curve to get home, and you have to pay for parking if you wanted to go to the curve. The alternative would be don't park there. So we have these class of morons, these amazing people. I don't know. I don't want to call them smart because they're not. They park outside of the curve, on the main road, along the road. It's a 2-lane road. They've essentially taken up half of one lane in such a way that it is almost impossible to drive in that lane, because these idiots are lined up along the side of the road. Why? Because they don't want to pay parking. And the worst part is, parking in the curve is reasonable. You get the first half hour off. You get the first half hour free, or something like that. But the parking rates are actually fairly reasonable, especially if you're doing what most of these people are doing, which is going in for a long time, because they have like package, sort of like package rates. Not quite sure. I never observed it completely because I was just YOLO it. But it wouldn't be so. Well, actually, it would still be bad, but it'd be a bit more understandable if you did this alone because maybe you just don't have the social skills to realize that parking in the middle of the road is a bad thing. But most of these people, they go with their bloody friends. So you have this big group of dumbasses who have all just decided, you know what? We don't want to pay for parking. We're gonna park outside the road. We want. We don't want to pay the money. We don't want to pay the money that goes into making this place good. Instead, we're gonna freeload outside like a bunch of morons because we don't want to pay parking. We don't we don't like paying for something for it to be good. Or more importantly, we like being a bother to other people. Just what the hell, man? Just driving back, to have one lane just cut off like that is stupid. It gets even stupider because there are roads leaving the curve. If you're leaving from the parking space, that go into this road, and you wanna corner. You don't want to like jump one lane, go out, skip one lane, go into the next lane. But you have to now because these idiots are just going. They're just sitting there. They're just being stupid. My solution to this problem: make it legal to key their cars. That'll show them. The thing that shows is most of these morons are insanely in love with their cars, and yet they choose to park them outside. I have no idea the understanding of how these things work. So that leads to my third. I'll just go into my third point now, which is this week's Doctor Who. This week's Doctor Who. It's a mixed bag. The episode itself was good. Matt Smith was brilliant. He does this very good thing where he changes between being playful and being dead serious. Jenna Louise Coleman, adorable. It's probably why I like the episode. But if I could make a suggestion, only watch the episode the whole way through the first time. The second time, cut out the last 10 minutes because it just gets stupid after that. I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. It is sweet in that it provides some closure about some issues. But yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I don't like the whole Doctor's like reformed supervillain friends. I think it was Madame Vastra, Jenny, and Strax. Strax is like throwaway joke character, that he's a programmed soldier. It's like, ha ha ha, we're having a serious moment, and then, boom, I'm gonna make a joke about giving a child a grenade. That's really how he talks, sort of. And Madame Vastra, the actress, I don't know her name, but it's really good. But I don't know. And Jenny is the character that bugs me. She's pretty, I guess, but she can't act. She has some moments where she is quite good at a character, but most of the time she just comes off as over the top. Although that's not so much in this episode, just episodes with her in general. And that sums up this week's rant. I'm not going to talk to you about more personal stuff until personal stuff develops. So I think I've just declared war on mustaches. Who knows? Cheers.